can actually focus because you're acting like a child right now, and I want you to focus on what I'm saying.
I'm trying to get him attention before I leave.
You don't need to focus on him right now. You need to focus on me. I'm your kid. This is my dog.
Okay.
Okay?
Go ahead.
Emotional distancing was once an optimal coping strategy. So at one point in time, it was a great way to cope with things. It might help to understand that emotional distancing is a coping strategy that is usually learned early in life. It's an implicit procedure that at one time served a purpose. It often happens without conscious awareness and occurs automatically.
If I was doing this, I would stop right there and I would say, what did you get from that? Or, I mean, if you want to be a real bitch, you can say, like, repeat it back to me. I need to know that you're listening. They probably won't respond too well to that, but, like, you can ask, like, what did you get from that? Here's what I got from that. What did you get from that? Because otherwise she's just going to read this and her mom's, like, not going to listen at all.
You may already be aware that our emotional brain directs us in ways that we are not always conscious of. So that's a part of the article that I took a picture of because it really key points. It really makes me feel
this top part.
It really makes me feel less crazy because I understand why I feel so uncomfortable when my boyfriend tells me that I'm sexy and why I want to cry when he does that. It's because he's so nice to me, and I freak out when he wants anything to do with sex, and I've never felt like this before. In all of my previous relationships, I was freaky or whatever, and now I can't even be myself with him.
Oh, wait, I like this. Okay, Heck said something cool in chat earlier that I agree with, and then just now they said, do y'all see how fast she's talking? How she feels like she has to get everything out as soon as possible before her mom loses interest or throws her off track. Throwing everything out because she feels like she has such a small window of attention for her to finally listen. And she feels like she has to get it all out really, really, really fast. This is her one shot. This is her one opportunity. That's very, I agree with that personally.
Is it's bringing shit back up from the past. It's making me feel and remember, and I don't really know how to deal with it. It's really fucking with me. And like, I feel like in order for me to heal easier, I need you to treat me a little bit differently and not do this to me because I don't want to do it to other people. And I do it to other people and you do it to me, and it's just this nasty cycle, and it really hurts me. Like it fucks with my head. And then when I go into that mood where my brain switches, and you know what I'm talking about, I know you know because you do it all the time. And I don't have complete control over it yet because it happened to me last night at his house. And I told him, I said, I'm not myself right now. Like, I don't care. Like, nothing matters in my head right now. And it happened to me all the time in the Grand Cherokee Jeep.
LOL, so she just said she has more of a conscience, so you consciously are an asshole. She says okay with complete denial in her voice, like she's a little angel. Oh, this girl's trying. She's doing a really good job.
I think I'm like that. I'm more I'm more of a conscience and more it's concerned.
That doesn't make sense, Mom. You do exactly this to me. This is what you do to me. You just don't care. Like, there's text messages that I texted you and you didn't respond at all.
Oh, I wasn't even available. I was in the middle of the day
it doesn't matter if you were available that day or not. You could have texted me back a day later, 3 days later, 4 days later. You responded the next day with photos and something completely oblivious to what I was talking about. And that really hurt me because I was putting out my emotions and my feelings.
Then you need to calm.
Oh, God. I don't know what she's about to say, but I want to comment on that one. That's another thing, too. When there's like a fight or an argument and two people separate and they're not talking for a bit, the way that you guys bridge back together is like some kind of bid for connection. Sometimes in a healthy world, the bid for connection was, hey, I'm sorry we had that misunderstanding last night. How are you feeling about it? Do you want to talk more? You know, that could be something after a big blowout. But when there's a big blowout and then a parent or friend, their bid for connection is just a new topic. Hey, here's a picture of the dog. Hey, here's this. And you guys never talk about it, but you care about each other and you want to reconnect. Then it creates this dynamic where you're just constantly sweeping everything under the rug. And it makes you feel like your feelings don't matter. Everything's always swept under the rug. Constantly. So then later on, you sweep other people's feelings under the rug. Your feelings get swept under the rug, and you don't give a fuck. You think you don't matter.
And that really hurt me because I was putting out my emotions and my feelings.
Then you need to call me, or we need to do it.
No,
person,
you need to just not.
Text.
You need to actually just.
Text.
You need to actually just be professional about anything because my coworkers text me and I respond to them every time. You know why? Because we work together and we're a system and we're a group.
Sometimes I turn my phone.
Everyone is meant to serve each other, and it doesn't matter if I texted you and you couldn't respond. You could have responded. You've responded to me today. Like, you've never apologized. You've never apologized to me for what happened, and that really hurts me. And it makes me sad that you know. What?
I have said I never knew anything happened. I have talked to you about it.
No, but you never said, I'm so sorry. I did not mean for this to happen. You just like ignored me the day I told you.
I've gotten triggered now. I have. At this point in the conversation, Mom just planted her feet firmly in the ground. She is not moving. When somebody plants their feet in the ground like this and they're treating you like this, you have to set a boundary and you need to walk away. But listen, spoiler alert, this girl, she posted this on YouTube because it was a video she had where she tried with her mom. And after several attempts, I think she gave up. I think she got to the point where she wanted to pull the curtains off of the narcissist. She posted it, and it's been up for over 7 years. She's never taken it down. So, I mean, we can only hope the best for her. But personally, I think she handled that really well. And if her mom, like, doesn't care enough about backing down off of her ego, to have a healthy relationship with her daughter where she's not having anxiety attacks, then her mom can go fuck herself.
Toss a thermo grenade.
Look, I say that before everybody, Cam, but we don't know if it's gonna be the best one. I don't know for sure. We'll find out. Where are the paramedics? She thinks she's sticking it to the man. I'm the victim. Entitled drunk woman crashes and flips her car and then acts like a complete brat. You know, a while ago, anytime I saw a video that said entitled someone, I would click on it almost immediately because I'm like, ooh, I gotta see that. Being overly entitled to something is just like not an emotion that I'm familiar with because I think I deserve nothing. I think I deserve less than nothing. But now I feel like people use that in every single video. I'm sure I use that in videos too. But in this one, they said she was a brat, which I am curious about.
Call. He's right there. Whose car is this?
That's my grandson.
Wait, is somebody's foot sticking out of the side of the car? Is there a person in there? I'm so confused.
She's right there. Whose car is this?
That's my grandson's, and it was parked right here. He hasn't went anywhere else.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, everybody's okay.
I'll just have you guys hang out over there for now, okay?
All right, enemy UAV inbound.
Hello.
Where are the paramedics? Wee woo, wee woo. What is going on? Loving pies. Relaxing. Comfortable. Cozy. Quiet. Good graphics. Storyline. Customization. That's what we all want in a game. I find myself in two different states when playing Loving Pies. Either having a cozy, relaxing night in where I just need something to play to pass the time, or having a total nervous breakdown where I just need something to calm me down. Either state, Loving Pies will fix me. Why? Because Pie fixes everything. It's a free-to-play mobile game. You can play it on your phone or your tablet. It's got storyline. It's got a lot of customization. You can design your own content. The game is free.
Looks like you might have crashed your car, huh?
Oh my gosh. Hi. Yeah, I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Rachel?
Did anyone else think that Rachel was stuck? I thought she was like in danger. I guess she was just looking for something.
What's going on? How'd this happen?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
Yeah,
It's your car?
this is my vehicle. Yeah, obviously.
How did it end up on its side? I see a kid's seat. There wasn't the kid in here when this happened.
No,
Okay.
no children in here. Obviously, do you
just need to
always
walk
ask
through it.
them questions, or you just ask questions?
Were you driving this way?
Yeah, obviously. That's the way the vehicle's facing.
Oh, she's so sassy. Do you guys think this is going to change the way the officer treats her? Or maybe not. They're not supposed to take it personally.
Everything with this scene is pretty obvious. So.
Did you just not see the car on the side of the road, or how did
There was no car on the side of the road.
There wasn't?
Not to my knowledge, no. There was a car driving this way. I was literally driving.
Enemy using sleeper agent.
And then, is there somebody in the other car? She hit a car that wasn't even moving.
Where are you coming from tonight, Rachel?
House on the south town.
Girl, she got on the football jersey and she's drunk. She just got back from a party. August 20th, 2023. I have a feeling we're on a Sunday. My brain has to know. I told you, baby, it was a Sunday. I'm getting good at this. I don't think it's ever gonna make me any money, but I'm getting good at it.
We had stopped with a friend at Cobsies.
What is that face? Rachel's faces in this are killing me. I don't know their exact address. What is it with the rectangle mouth? It's literally a rectangle. It's killing me.
No, there was nobody with me. I can tell you, like, there was obviously
You had anything to drink tonight, Rachel?
no.
Just be honest.
Oh, girl, come on.
It's not gonna incriminate you any further.
No, I know. No.
Nothing to drink, huh?
Not since 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
So I would say,
What did you have at 6?
I had what we consider your cocktail, I guess.
What is a beer cocktail, Rachel? A michelada? Hey, I know she was having that. She was throwing it back, but she doesn't look like a michelada. A beer cocktail? What is that?
We're in a fantasy football draft tonight.
That explains the jersey.
Yeah, that's why I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Right.
But yeah, I just had one cocktail. It was a, I don't know the brand name of the cocktail. I'm sorry. But I know it was 4% alcohol.
Okay. Do you have any issues with your eyes at all? Do you have any?
No, I
never
don't
had any.
have any ocular degeneration that I'm aware of.
Do you have any? First and foremost, I guess I should have asked this a little bit ago. Are you injured at all?
No,
I noticed some.
asked that right away, right?
Yeah, you're right. I should have.
Yeah.
I forgot. I mean,
Oh
you were
my
walking.
God, she latched onto that one real quick. Oh yeah, you didn't ask that. You should have. Because I'm the victim.
It's okay.
It wasn't.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay. So here's the deal, Rachel.
So here's the deal. I won't answer any more of your questions.
You're not gonna answer any more of my questions?
No.
Okay. Well, you don't have to answer anything.
If you'd like to know, nope. Actually,
Rachel?
I'll let you know what's going on from now because you superseded your rights of asking me questions.
Can I talk to you?
Nope.
Rachel! Lady officer comes up and Rachel says, nope, you have superseded. Oh my God.
Can I talk to you?
Nope. And so any more questions you have, you can talk to my attorney. All right?
What's your name?
You can talk to my attorney. He knows my name.
Is it Rachel?
I won't be answering any more of your questions. I think I've made that very clear.
All right. Well, I'm just getting.
So,
God, I hate Rachel, but she's doing it. She's doing exactly what everyone is thinking and screaming when they watch half the body cam videos. But how does it turn out when you do ask for the attorney? And also, you're kind of being rude.
Why do you think you need an attorney right now?
I think in general, any citizen that encounters a law enforcement officer outside of any normal circumstance should just refer that to an attorney.
Okay. So any interaction with.
I don't think that any interaction you and I have beyond what him and I have.
Oh my God. Tonight, Rachel.
I haven't drinking tonight.
I can smell the alcohol from you.
Well, I guess you can smell the alcohol from me, what I haven't been drinking, so.
Why am I smelling alcohol from you?
Controlling Bravo.
You don't know?
Securing B.
Have you been around people who have been drinking? Is there a reason why I'm smelling?
Somebody in chat just pointed out something that I love. Rachel's like dodging it. She's like, I haven't been drinking. I don't know where you're smelling that from. I'm gonna get an attorney. And like, I'm so entranced by this. And then somebody in Twitch chat just drew me back to the key moment. They said, look at the car. She's drunk. Like, I can't believe for a moment I forgot about this. Truly, the situation at hand.
Alcohol right now doesn't come from nowhere. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes total sense.
So where have you been drinking tonight?
I think I already told you. Any questions you have, you can talk to my attorney. Okay.
Yeah,
I think that's like very clear.
No, are you willing to perform any field tests for us tonight?
We're losing
No,
Charlie.
I would not be willing to perform.
Are you willing to do a PVT for us
Securing
tonight?
Alpha.
No.
Okay, you're gonna be under arrest for WI.
Oh, is anybody else getting really tense right now every time she just tells the officers not just no or I don't want to submit to that? She says, I will not be doing that tonight. I'm like, Rachel, I will not be being reckless tonight. I will not be doing, you will unhand me.
Do you have any weapons on you, Rachel?
Controlling Bravo.
Do you have anything in the vehicle that can come with you? Phone, wallet, keys, anything like that? Okay. Are you ready?
Okay, you ready?
You can be compliant?
You fucking. Hey, it's okay. You're just doing your job, okay?
Alright, focus on where you're walking, please.
Dude, the officer said, don't talk to me, okay? Just keep going. She said that in the nicest way possible, too. Rachel?
You guys need to get my car out of the way.
What's up?
You guys need to clear my car. Okay.
Dude, the fact that instead of she says, hey, what's gonna happen to my car? Like, is my car gonna get moved out of the road? Hey, do I need to pay for that? Hey, how does that work? She says, you guys need to get my car out of the road. You need to do that.
Oh, it hurts. Taking
Can you
C.
confirm that for me? What time you called it? Verbally? Yep.
Tell me right
Verbally,
now.
please put that on the record. What time you called it?
Why is she giving orders? What personality type is this?
And what time was the accident referred to yet? And then verbally record that, please.
I hate her!
Yeah, you guys hear it?
I was downstairs watching YouTube.
I heard it.
How did you guys hear something in your car? I'm like,
Dude, it's so meta when stuff like that happens. He said, dude, I was inside watching YouTube. Yeah, man. Us too.
So where was it parked?
literally parked right between these two trees here.
So it lost it like 20 feet, huh? Yeah. Holy cow. I've been working here for a little bit. I don't think I've seen a car flipped on its side in the residential area before. Yeah.
Maintain current posture. We lost speed.
Wait, he's barefoot? Oh, dude, she clipped that car and just flipped.
What am I under arrest for?
Look at the
Taking Bravo
car.
underway.
Operating while under the influence of alcohol.
Taking B.
Is that a subject
Charlie.
or a shark?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Ooh, good answer.
Is that an assumed defense or is that an
B
assured?
secured. Enemy napalm strike incoming.
Good answer.
So it's okay.
She has to be in control at all times. That is why Rachel is doing this. She feels a loss of control with her arms behind her back, tied up. So she needs to give orders and ask questions and act like everyone is beneath her. So she feels like, even though I am bound, I still have agency. I still have control. You will all respond to me.
Did you assume I was
Taking
operating
Alpha.
under alcohol or had you been assured by some sort of
Taking C.
You just assumed, right?
Zone
Right?
8
I don't know what
And
you're
is our
talking about. Say that
conversation
again.
going further?
Losing Bravo.
Is
Losing
this
A.
correct?
Oh
All
my
of them in
God,
lockdown.
she
Hold
thinks
the
she
enemy back.
sounds good.
Requesting recon above.
She thinks she's sticking it to the man. She also probably thinks she's intimidating the officer by saying, like, this is being recorded, right? It's the same effect of, can I speak to the manager? And what's your name? It's like the same kind of energy. Like, you do realize you're about to get caught here. But Rachel, do you not realize how awful you sound?
You assumed I was operating a vehicle.
We're losing Alpha.
Correct? Is that correct? Yes or no?
Rachel, we're about to have this conversation.
Okay, so that was correct, right? That's why you arrested me.
We're not talking.
Well.
I won't talk anymore, dear.
Oh my God, she's awful. This is literally just who she is as a person. The alcohol is just bringing it out.
You never read me my Miranda rights.
This is just who she is.
Told me what
She does this when she's sober too.
So I was looking for some clarification because my Miranda rights were never read. And you also never told me what I was under the arrest for. Do you remember that? When you didn't tell me what I was under the arrest for, or you didn't read me my Miranda rights?
Oh my God.
Do you remember that part? That's okay. It's okay.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Should we arrest a lawyer?
I've got this.
Secured. Securing zone A.
1 in chat if you don't think she's a lawyer. 2 in chat if you're being open-minded and you're like, I'm not gonna be wrong here, Bose. She might actually be a lawyer. I feel like everybody becomes an attorney when they're talking to the police. Also, lawyers can go to jail, Rachel.
Just kind of want you like walk into those things. You didn't read me my Miranda rights, and you also didn't tell me what I was under arrest for. Do you remember that? The best part was that was all in dash cam footage.
She uses the most minor terms, and she thinks she's an expert. It's killing me.
I mean, it's okay. We all learn.
Losing Bravo.
The worst part is
That's the worst part, Rachel.
I'm not intoxicated.
Oh, okay.
But you do know when you arrest somebody, you have to read them their Miranda rights, right? You know that?
We're losing
and you
Charlie.
know any arrest that you make without reading
Chicken arrest.
any arrest that you make without reading Miranda rights. Do you understand what happened to you tonight?
You're under arrest.
They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
That's funny.
Arrest, chicken. Arrest.
You can't arrest someone without reading them their Miranda rights. Do you understand? Well, I mean, of course you can. You did. Did you call me attorney?
You were an attorney. She's kind of creeping me out, bro. How like low and slow she talks while she's like plotting on the next manipulative thing she's gonna say.
You're just doing your job. I get it. It's all good. But it's like not lawful. But it's okay.
I would start laughing at her. Because somebody like this that needs to be in control, if you start laughing at them, they'll try to like say stuff to like combat your laughing. But if you keep laughing at them, they're not gonna know why you're laughing. They're gonna want you to say it. They're gonna want you to like engage somehow. But if you don't say it and you just keep laughing, they're not gonna feel in control anymore because they don't know why you're laughing at them. 2 can play that game, Rachel.
Your operating privileges will also be suspended if a detectable amount of a restricted controlled substance is in your blood. Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your blood? Yes or no?
No.
Before I answer this question, I won't answer that until you say what time that you requested that at. No, I don't agree to any of that until I speak to a lawyer. Thank you.
So you're refusing?
I am refusing. Thank you.
All right.
We're gonna have to take you in.
So one potential resolution for tonight is I have the discretionary option of releasing you to a sober, responsible party instead of taking you to jail. Is there, first question.
Are they gonna let her go?
Is there somebody who comes to mind who is a sober, responsible party right now?
Does she have any friends?
If you don't want to answer my questions, then we're gonna be going to jail.
She doesn't have any friends.
All right. Jail it is.
My husband lives in Nebraska.
What? Husband lives in Nebraska?
He's in Nebraska. My husband is in Nebraska. That's where he works, where he lives. Do you want me to repeat that for you? My husband is in Nebraska, so I'm a married woman, and my husband lives in Nebraska.
Do you have any friends?
Because that's where his work is.
Do you have any friends, Rachel? I thought she was gonna phone a friend. Go home. Is everybody just drunk that night?
Where a responsible party is? My husband is in Nebraska.
Call a cab. Rachel was arrested and charged with OWI first. She was also cited for failure to maintain control, unsafe lane deviation, no proof of insurance. Rachel.
With the new hellscape that is the U.S. government under an impending Trump presidency, there is no shortage of things for me, a leftist news commentator, to be screaming about at this point. Yet somehow, only 2 weeks into this post-election world, I'm already feeling overwhelmed. Not in an I'm gonna give up kind of way, but more in a screaming about every little thing seems like not the best strategy kind of way. And while I vow to continue screaming like a banshee on this channel, especially given the new report that Pew just dropped, showing that most news influencers that have a political affiliation are right-leaning, and women are outnumbered 2-to-1 by men in this category of content, which makes me feel like my voice as a leftist woman is at least somewhat important in the cacophony of internet noise. But I do pride myself on being a big picture person, and I refuse to let the onslaught of right-wing bullshit overwhelm the bigger picture and the strategy. So instead of discussing Matt Gaetz's scandal or the unexpected appointment of Linda McMahon to Secretary of Education, y'all were pissed at how I said her name last time. Reminder that these people, I don't care. Also, some of you in my comment section misspell my name even though it's literally on the screen in front of you, so I think I get a pass. Anyway, instead of getting into the weeds today, I want to take a step back. Inspired by Jon Stewart's recent call to Democrats to start finding and exploiting loopholes like the Republicans do and stop trying to enforce norms that the Republicans simply ignore, I want to explore the question, when they go low, how effective is it if we go low too? Let's get into it. First, a palate cleanser, literally. Y'all, I love bread. I am thrilled to say my partner on today's video is Wild Grain, the first bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, artisanal pastries, and fresh pastas. It's a carb box, y'all, delivered straight to your door. Wild Grain partners with small bakers and pasta makers across the country to bring you fresh carbs. Like, what more could you ever possibly want in life? I too had a sourdough phase during lockdown, but listen, I don't have time these days. But I also love the natural starter sourdough taste. It's a real conundrum, but with Wild Grain, you get all the benefits of sourdough without the hard work. They use slow fermentation that can be easier on your belly, richer in nutrients and antioxidants, and can help lower blood sugar spikes. And this is freezer to table in 25 minutes. Every item you receive from Wild Grain bakes in 25 minutes or less, so you can enjoy homemade quality whenever you want. Like, I'm sorry, have you ever just had croissants on demand? Like, oh wow, I could really go for a buttery croissant straight out the oven right now. Boom, in 20 minutes you'll get it. It's truly thrilling. I also tried their giant chocolate chip cookie, and again, just on demand, hot cookie, straight from the oven. It truly does not get better than this. And instead of some old dry noodles, why not try artisanal noodles in your next pasta dish? The quality can't be beat. If you want fresh breads, pastries, and pastas delivered straight to your door, and literally, why would you not? Be sure to click on my link in the description and use my code LEJA30 to get $30 off your first box, plus you get a free item in every box. Yeah, you heard that right, a free carb in every box if you use my link below along with my code LEJA30. Honestly, you're welcome. Thanks, Wild Grain. Despite her loss, Harris's campaign was the first time we've really seen a large Democratic platform start to kind of go low. They leaned into calling Republicans a bunch of weirdos. The Harris headquarters memes and TikToks were scathing and funny. We could all use a little sense of humor. And it felt fucking good. But then she lost to a man holding lackluster, half-empty rallies who'd outsourced his ground game entirely, indicating that mean internet memes and flashy PR doesn't necessarily win elections and certainly doesn't create meaningful policy change. And while a lot of finger-pointing has been done at who lost the vote for the Democrats, was it the Latino men? Was it the progressives? Was it poor communication? Was it the working class? Was it black men? The reality is that we are now living in Trump's America, where everything's made up and the rules don't matter, at least to Republicans. Meanwhile, the Democrats are standing to the side screaming, "Hey, he didn't follow the rules." Elizabeth Warren is outraged because Trump hasn't signed transition documents, and then the media writes 15 think pieces about it. And everyone on the left is over here getting their panties in a bunch over whether Trump is following technical norms. Meanwhile, he's colluding with child molesters, sexual predators, bigots, and white supremacists over how to rein in all aspects of governmental control. And his supporters are on the ground in the states getting incredibly creative, trying to write laws that can't be undone in the courts. Laws like the anti-abortion ones that have been passed in recent years that give private citizens the right to bring lawsuits, which, while abhorrent, present a novel legal concept that is effective in tripping up the legal system and providing enough friction to get what they want, scaring the out of doctors so that women die instead of obtaining proper medical care. Meanwhile, the Democrats continue to yell, "Well, that's not how it's done. That's legally questionable. That'll face court challenges." And that is the one place where I think Trump's experience in business benefits his political pursuits. In the business world, litigation and fines are calculated into the cost of doing business. Sure, they're concerned about their public image, so they'll buy into corporate social responsibility and try to hide scandals behind payouts and NDAs, which are also calculated into the cost of doing business. But being sued is an incredibly normal part of doing business, especially when your business is huge. So doing abhorrent things or going against rules or norms without thinking much about the consequences comes naturally to Trump and the people who he surrounds himself with, who are often associated with or funded by big business. So, for example, when Trump says he's going to invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to deport or detain immigrants, and Democrats scream, "But that's a questionable application of the law. That'll be contested in court." Trump says, "Okay, try me. I'm going to do it anyway." So the question then becomes how? How do people on the left go about shifting from enforcing norms unquestioningly and clutching their pearls over rule breaking into finding and exploiting the loopholes that serve them along the way? And how do we do it in a way that doesn't turn our government and democracy into anarchist chaos where the new norm is to never respect any rules at all? Because I'm not an anarchist. I'm not interested in a complete demolition of the system. We've talked about this before. The people who would be hurt most in that scenario are the ones who are already most vulnerable in this one. And a certain level of decorum is necessary for generally functioning in society. We don't want to, as one NBC News article put it, answer authoritarianism with equal and opposite authoritarianism. But clearly, sticking to long-established norms and values just for the sake of rule following, calling Republicans out for breaking the rules or being hypocritical, that shit doesn't work. The people who vote for Republicans don't care, and the Republicans themselves don't care either. Now, a lot of those loopholes are going to have to be discovered by Congress itself and the lawyers working behind the scenes. But I think steps clearly delineate what they do care about. We do care about preserving representative democracy, a system where people can openly and fairly cast their votes, where the people who write the laws are answerable to the public. We do care about having a government that provides for its people. The richest country in the world should be able to provide at least the bottom two rungs of Maslow's hierarchy of needs to all its citizens: clean air, food, clothing, and shelter, as well as safety, security, and healthcare. Within that, there are lots of different modalities and worldviews through which to view how those things should be provided. But the point of identifying what we do care about is to focus the strategy and provide common ground so that even if we disagree on the details, we have a united vision for what government should be. Because once we can say those two things, democracy and social services, are the purpose of government, then we can start to delineate between the rules we care about clutching our pearls over versus the ones we're willing to tweak or throw out the window. And maybe my two strategic priorities, democracy and social services, aren't the exact answer. answer. The main point is that we have to come up with some sort of clearly delineated strategy and platform that a large swath of people can agree on, and we need to be willing to overlook the details and be willing to agree to disagree and align with people who fall slightly to the left or right of us in order to save our country from falling off the fascist cliff. So really, a strategy that can unite a large chunk of people that generally fall to the left of Trump, which is most people, will be a good strategy in this case. And I think if we take the considerations of the top 1% out of the mix and focus on what lower and middle income folks actually care about, we could come up with a platform that generally we all agree on. Again, even if the how of getting there is iffy and we don't see eye to eye on everything. But to provide a jumping off point, I propose the government's role should be fortifying representative democracy and providing the basic requirements for life to its citizens. So that's what we should be most concerned about. Because Republicans have done this. They have their goals, and they won't let norms or rules or even laws stand in their way. And instead of being on the defensive all the time, playing whack-a-mole by calling out Republicans for hypocrisy and lies that they don't give two shits about, those on the left can instead play offense, seeking out ways to counteract Republican initiatives and be creative in their own way. And we can do this by largely reverse engineering the same playbook the Republicans have used for decades, but this time for lefter-leaning means. On Monday, I spoke about the Powell memo, and I made a whole episode about it a while back, but that is kind of seen as the blueprint for the right-wing takeover of our country, so we can use that as a reverse engineering guide. Republicans claim there is leftist bias in all levels of government, the media, and higher education. While I think the leftist bias they've been screaming about definitely isn't a concerted effort by anyone to align the talking points or values espoused by think tanks or universities, but is instead just natural conclusions a majority of people come to when they're taught critical thinking skills, I say okay. They already think there's a huge conspiracy promoting leftist bias. Why not lean into that and weaponize that bias to actually do something good for a change? Sure, they have billionaires, but we already have the major apparati. Because the reality is that while there is a wide range of viewpoints that fall left of center, pretty much all of established experts, professional associations, think tanks, and universities, as well as every other similar country in the world, fall to the left of the fascism Trump is promoting. So it's time to coordinate. And that coordination, based on what conservatives have been doing for the last 5 decades, should have 5 prongs. Universities, think tanks, the media, national lawmakers, and local government. And each prong has its own job. Universities must promote and publish academics and academic thought that espouses ideals in line with the goals of democracy and government's duty to provide for its citizens. This happens in every educational department, but especially in economics, because people really take that seriously. Promote economists who espouse economic theories that go against the established neoliberal, libertarian, free market bullshit, because in the 40 years since Reaganomics, we can tell that isn't working for 99% of us. Promote economists whose theories espouse ideals that would benefit the 99%. Bring them in as speakers, publish their articles, hire them and give them tenure, allow them to mentor and inspire upcoming generations. Promote law professors who teach creative lawyering and who espouse theories that promote our end goals of greater democracy and a government that provides for its people. Bring them in as speakers, publish their articles, hire them and give them tenure, allow them to mentor and inspire upcoming generations. Think tanks, a category into which I think nonprofits generally can be included, provide jobs and funding for those academics and lend their work greater legitimacy by publishing their reports and pushing them as experts to the rest of society. These think tanks should push their experts to the media, to talk at universities, to speak before Congress and local government bodies, and to not be afraid to act as lobbyists for their work. These experts should be in the ears of every lawmaker. They should be making public appearances, not just hiding in back rooms analyzing research. Think tanks should be pushing the work of the experts coming out of the universities that espouse the theories and ideals of democracy and government that provides for its people. There should be a constant revolving door between Washington, D.C. and these think tanks and universities, so those with expertise are advising elected officials, writing policy and laws, becoming elected officials, and building a strong network of people within all of those spheres who believe in these ideals. They should have a team of communications experts within these think tanks and nonprofits that can package this work in-house and push it to a wider audience. And those communications people should also work with the media. The media should be in constant contact with these think tanks and nonprofits and with the experts working at the university level to rely on that expertise for their reporting. They should report on the research coming out of these think tanks. They should write thought pieces about the findings. They should publish op-eds from these think tank and university experts. They should cite to them wherever possible. More news media need to be willing to stand up to far-right hateful ideology, to refuse to give airtime to fascist right-wing bullshit coming out of these think tanks and universities being funded by billionaires, to stop fearing the accusation of bias. That terror of being called biased is what got us here in the first place. The right funded think tanks and experts to promote their twisted ideology and then screamed bias when the news media didn't legitimize their work with coverage. And so they were terrorized into giving equal coverage and therefore legitimacy to the billionaire-funded, weekly researched, often debunked, free market ideology being spewed from these right-wing sources. This means fact-checking Trump at every turn. It means not legitimizing him or the people he surrounds himself with or right-wing experts by presenting what they say as though it has any merit. This also means supporting and building news organizations with an explicitly left-leaning bias. People on the right have no qualms about presenting Fox News as fair and balanced, despite the fact that, as we discussed on Monday, from the very beginning it was founded to be explicitly right-wing and political. People to the left of Fox News are terrified of appearing biased, and there absolutely does need to be journalistic standards of fact-checking and integrity, but expressly left-leaning media needs to be prioritized as well. This needs to happen in every form: written, social media, video, podcasts, talk radio. One can be a critical thinker and biased at the same time, and our feverish obsession with remaining unbiased or only consuming that which we perceive is unbiased means that we've lulled ourselves into the false sense that humans are capable of being unbiased. We are all adding our own personal spin to the stories we tell, whether we have an audience of millions or an audience of one. Media literacy requires that we reckon with that, instead of trying to place our faith in the idea that there is one beacon of unbiased truth out there. That's not really how life works, and that's not the reality we're living in. Everything has a spin, and the right-wing media landscape spin is winning. The federal government, lawmakers, and federal workers, and everyone in between needs to be infiltrated by people left of Trump. This means prosecutors who won't go after immigrants or seek harsh penalties, Congress members who are products of the university and think tank system, willing to take risks to push the agenda through creative law writing, social media PR, and constant contact with the media, and who have strong connections with those universities and think tanks. This means government lawyers seeking out those loopholes that Jon Stewart talked about and figuring out creative and risky ways to exploit those loopholes. Again, not to the detriment of democracy, but in support of it. Democrats and independents willing to speak truth to power, to get a little rowdy, to play a little bit dirty. And local government is where a lot of us can really This is where the experimental laws can be written and tested. Laws that use creative tactics to promote left-leaning causes like ending voter suppression, reversing gerrymandering, promoting non-winner-takes-all voting systems, enshrining civil rights, providing universal basic income, graduated taxation, making housing affordable and available, etc., etc. These laws can be ones that have never been tried, but also established tactics, like in the case of increasing voter enfranchisement, universal registration, automatic mailed ballots, and other initiatives that make voting as easy as possible. Your role in this depends on who you are and what your skills are. Check out my episode from a few weeks ago about how to get involved in local government for more information, but the key is to pinpoint your skills. For me, one of my skills is communication and also being absolutely f***ing annoying. I noticed a fence went up under an overpass near my house that displays some on-house folks that don't seem to have been provided any services or alternatives for shelter, so I emailed the Minnesota Department of Transportation, my city council person, and my state house representative asking why my tax dollars were being wasted on a fence that didn't address the underlying issue of lack of affordable housing. The Department of Transportation email was forwarded with the message, can one of you deal with this? Yeah, I'm going to be a person that my local government has to deal with. Make a fuss. Run for office. Learn the law and get involved in local government wherever you think you can best up for creative law writing. Take risks. Be willing to make people annoyed at you. Be a little mean for fun. The widening gender gap means a growing portion of the left is made up of women. Women who have been socialized to be as likable as possible. Do whatever you can to break yourself of that habit. Join a coven. Bathe naked in a river. Scream your lungs out at the moon. Shave your head. I don't know. Whatever speaks to you. Now is not the time to be likable. Now is the time to be annoying as fuck for the good of your community and your country. White ladies, take your I'd like to talk to the manager energy and channel it towards annoying your elected officials to the breaking point so they pass meaningful progressive change that, again, moves the needle towards our shared goals of protecting democracy and providing for all our neighbors. White men, take your mansplaining straight to your city council or your state representatives and use your place in society to advocate for progressive change. Be annoying. And your role doesn't have to just be annoying concerned citizen. We need everyone, not just leftists and progressive, but everyone who doesn't agree with the direction Trump is taking this country to look inward at the skills they possess and consider how those might best be used to the benefit of this five-pronged approach. What are you good at? And what do you enjoy doing? That's called your zone of genius. Not just something you're good at, but something you thrive at. How can that be used to Trump up? Like I said, I love communicating via these videos, providing information and hopefully inspiration, and also being annoying as that lends itself well to making these videos and bugging my representatives. Maybe your one true love is getting into the streets and screaming. That's great. Maybe you've got a journalism degree. How can you use that? Maybe you're amazing at research. How can you spin that? Maybe you're great with computers. Someone hacked the Gates report and got their hands on some information that hasn't been leaked yet. I'm not advocating for breaking the law. I'm just saying that's an interesting use of a skill. Maybe you love talking to people and advocating for them. Perhaps it's time to consider running for local office or getting a law or public policy degree. Maybe you're incredibly creative. There are so many things creatives can do in these trying times. Look to other creatives throughout history to get inspiration for how to speak truth to power or inspire others through your art. Or maybe lend your artistic skills to a cause you care deeply about. Maybe you're a master gardener and you can provide sustenance for your community. Like, truly, what do you thrive at, and how can that be used in favor of one of these five prongs of this movement? Focus on that. Let me go crazy reading the news every day and distilling it down for you. I'm here for that. In fact, I just launched a Friday newsletter. It's called Why America, the Newsletter, and you can sign up for it at the link in the description. Every Friday, I'll highlight a story I've been thinking about, as well as other headlines I'm watching this week. It's free, truly just offering it as an additional service in these trying times to help you avoid burnout and overwhelm. So what can you do? It doesn't have to be a major career change. It can be a small act of resistance every day, but coordinating those acts of resistance towards a common goal will make all of our work that much more effective. If you're interested in learning more about money and politics, eating the rich, building class solidarity, etc., I invite you to join me over on Patreon, where we're planning some initiatives to help build community in Trump's America. Plus, you get ad-free and uncensored versions of these videos and episodes as well. Go to patreon.com/Legion Miller to join. Thank you to my multi-platinum patrons, RH, T, Latranger Lucas, Joshua Cole, Thomas Johnson, Anthony Giles, Tay, and Brett Piontek. Your generosity makes this channel what it is, so thank you. And if you haven't caught it yet, check out my video from a while ago about how to get involved in local politics. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
literally a child. He's just a man baby. A literal fucking man baby. Oh, fuck, man. Why did you stream this?
Mommy!
He calls her mommy! He calls her mommy! And he lives there!
Before we get into next, there's this. Destiny, the blue-haired jackass from
Jackass, blue-haired jackass. Slow brain.
Twitch.
There we go. He's not on Twitch. I didn't get him banned. He got his stuff. He got his own shit banned. But I was arguing that he should be banned. And I was right.
Said, my Uber driver bought me my hot chocolate today on bike. It took 45 minutes, and this is what happened as soon as I pick up the bag to bring it inside. This is Trump's America.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't like Destiny, but even I can tell. He's joking. This is a joke. God damn it. Don't make me defend this fucking loser. Please stop.
You ordered Uber Eats and selected the guy that had the bike, not the car.
Oh my God.
You also didn't take delivery of the bag yourself.
He's so stupid.
For whatever reason. With contactless delivery.
I do that too. Also, my dog goes crazy.
I don't know how to tell you this. COVID is not a thing anymore.
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Just make shit up. This man's gonna die of COVID and alcoholism, mark my words. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna start dropping like fucking flies, by the way. Mark my fucking words. We will have another breakout pandemic situation, or at least an endemic. Well, it is endemic, but I mean, we're gonna have another fucking like. RFK has her back. Get your shots before the new administration comes through.
But my biggest problem is you fucking ordered hot chocolate. You're a grown-ass man. You shouldn't be ordering coffee at all.
You can't order coffee as a man?
Or hot chocolate. Make it your goddamn self.
Okay.
Yeah. Not only orders hot chocolate, but pays an Uber driver to deliver it to him. And it wasn't even an Uber driver. It was someone with jackass on a bicycle.
I don't like Destiny, and he probably over orders food because he doesn't leave his house. He streams all day. I don't care. He's joking. I don't even like Destiny.
Conservatives are tired of hearing about trans people. They're
He's gonna say racist shit, but I already clicked it.
tired of hearing about.
I'm not tired of hearing about you. I'm tired of hearing about your fake-ass problems that don't actually fucking exist.
Like what?
Like it or not, the country isn't fucking racist.
You're literally a racist.
This is the problem with universities. When black chicks attend it, they think they're the smartest motherfuckers in the universe. When I see a black doctor, my first thought is, oh, he's probably a qualified doctor, not
he. He's probably a qualified doctor. Smart. Yeah, I see.
But that he is a DEI hire. But when I see some dipshit like Kamala Harris get a job she is completely unqualified for, I say DEI hire.
I disagree that she's unqualified. I just think that liberals suck.
Again, but I don't think you've ever once, fucking once in your entire life, in your entire nappy-haired life.
Yeah, I mean, it's time to put him in the ground.
Had a conversation with somebody that had a difference of opinion with you. Challenged your viewpoint. Enemy down. Coronavirus was not that special.
It is quite special. It is. I don't. He can go get it.
Be a fucking crybaby.
A crybaby.
Take the fucking mask off and go back to normal life.
Stop being a crybaby. He's being the crybaby.
And honestly, you know what? Well, at some point the weak have to be called anyway.
You were bad, Dave.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. I elected the guy that had my life being awesome.
Your life has never been awesome, Dave. It's never been awesome. That's cap. My life was awesome. We were there. We saw you. You were not awesome.
Under him. By the way, my dear, there's these things. They're called straightening agents. Fucking use them!
Straightening agents. Rare, yeah. I mean, just racist, but also like catty, you know?
And now we have a bunch of pundits circle jerking, a bunch of Nepo babies circle jerking, who have never met a person who struggled to pay for anything.
Yep.
Have you?
I mean, have you, huh?
Because generally when I see ultra-liberal black women, they've either A, never paid for anything because it came from a elite household, or B, they have lived on the government tit their entire life.
Do you think living on the government tit, as you so say, comes with security in finances? Do you think that comes with the ability to buy whatever you want or whatever and not worry about the price of things? Huh?
Here's the thought. Have a fucking shower, put some straightening agents in your hair, straighten that fucking nappy ass hair.
Yeah, yeah, he's just mad and racist. I genuinely, I think you should clip this with his face, and I think this should be sent to people that he knows. Straight up. I mean, I mean, how can you live in a community with this person?
Happy ass shit you got going on.
Insane.
And put a fresh pair of glasses on, sweetheart. There's a reason Trump won.
The next day, Dave left his stream running on Twitter.
And you know what? This is where I'm gonna end this. Sorry for the short Sunday stream, but hell, I had a number of beers while I was watching the game. Good night, everybody.
Uh-huh. What am I gonna see? Uh-oh. This is candid. Oh, here we go. What the fuck?
Being a racist isn't illegal.
Oh fuck! Why are you saying here we go? Why are you? Don't hold on. Okay. Audio is boosted 800%, but you may need to up it. Dude, listen to his fucking floor struggle. This is the fight of this floor's life. Waddled that same waddle 1,000, probably 5,000 times, and it's just like hard. Oh my god.
Sausage, and I'll make it with a hamburger. I'll season them gloriously, and I'll cook the goddamn pasta.
Oh, mommy!
So my elderly gummy mother.
Gummy? Hey, I still got
Dude, it's like crazy. He walks out there and she's clearly outside every day, right? She lives here. And it's just so fucking funny. I am clicking slobs. It is very close.
But alright, I'll do that.
Yeah, just I don't care.
That's one of the things that, like, amazes me is how many people are fucked because they can't keep their stupid fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
They can't keep their stupid fucking mouths shut.
About if they're going to commit a crime or if they did commit a crime. Like, you know, this had never happened. God forbid, let's just say Pat does something very bad. I decided to take revenge. I'm not telling anyone. Because you'd all be suspects. And I wouldn't tell you shit. Because then you can legitimately look him in the eye and say, I had no idea where he was. I don't know.
He's like, here's how I would commit the crime. Well, I don't think you're going to get away with it now.
What he was doing.
Yeah.
Now, I want to preface this by, no, this is an extreme hypothetical because Pat is raising a daughter that was scared of her uncle while laying in a bed in her daddy's arms, and her uncle was screaming at a computer screen, and her uncle felt horrible about it.
Okay, so we learned their names. I'm not gonna play it over, but I heard, yeah.
Well, I was just doing my normal Randy thing, but I didn't want to scare her, but it's like,
eliminate all threats.
Yelling at a computer screen, my sweetheart.
Dude, crazy. He scared her by screaming into the fucking computer all the time? Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe she did that.
So, like, she was mad at him for scaring her daughter? God, he's so stupid. He's such a piece of shit.
They've taken the lead.
Oh my fucking god, the waddle. Oh my god. Like, shit, man. Look at this clearance. God damn it, dude. He is fucking, it's so crazy. I'm not a small man. Okay? I got some girth. But holy fucking shit. This is inflicted by the brewskis. This is crazy. It's so horizontal. Okay? I'm not fat shaming him. It's not about being fat. I'm horizontal shaming him. What the fuck is happening? It's like if you drew a caricature and you were trying to fat shame Dave, you would draw this profile. He's distended with brewskis. It's not fucking fat. It's like it's just fucking filled to the brim under the fat. He's inflated. Look at that Sims 4 studio right there, ready for his fisting. Fuck yeah, dude. Comic book creator, show me your creations, bro. Don't you fucking slow zoom in on. What is he staring at a wall drinking beer? Is he staring at a wall drinking beer? What? He is a sim. He's literally an NPC.
I'm smart when I drink.
Oh my god! What in the fuck is happening? He's fucking deactivated. I don't even know what the fuck to do. What is his shoulder doing? I was talking, but. Oh. Go. Walrus. That's his Simlish. You couldn't make a sim that looked or acted like this. This is crazy. This is insane. This is genuinely, he's haunted. Dave's haunted. Go. He's haunted as fuck. That's not a man, that's a demon. It's fucking, I don't understand. I don't understand. What's happening? Tell me that that's not a demon. I'm not an atheist anymore. Demons are real and it's inside Dave. There's one. And it's in him. Look at him. Get this man an exorcist. He's picking out a DVD to watch. No, he's not. No, he's not, Chucky.
I love salami.
The slow zoom. He's not doing nothing.
UAV exiting your grid.
Yeah, look at him. Yep. Yep. That is just sadness. Bleak. No future, no past. A man that is just beer. Okay, hold on. I just saw something in the natural light. And the fucking... Did you see the fucking dick stains here. Oh my god, it's just colored. Oh my god. I don't want to see it. Don't turn around and show me that you got it underneath too. Oh. Okay, I don't know about you, but oh no.
Screw it. I don't want playing.
There are stains on both sides of this man's pants. Why? Why?
What the hell, Jake?
Yeah, those stains right there are absolutely the other side of the coin from his stains on the front, as you can tell. Oh yeah. Did he just shit his fucking pants there, by the way?
Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose.
I think it was a gurgle or the door plus the floor happening. Dude, the piss stains are so real. This shit is gross. Are these Mr. Beast Feastables pants?
Line him one up.
What are you doing?
They were already dead. Just hadn't realized. Good job.
The battle goes to the bold.
Puppy! What's that dog doing? Oh, waddling. Is it Daisy? I can't tell. Whoa! Uh-oh. It's a stepdad? Oh shit!
Bicycle!
Oh shit! Oh no! You can't deny it now, Dave! Oh shit! And there's Daisy following her around. His whole family.
You stole
No, I did. I did not.
What
I
the
turned off your
You
lights.
were a little sneaky snake and got my shucking beard.
No, I did.
What in the fuck? Their little voices. He's such a little mama's boy. Cute. You're sneaky beast. This is the craziest dingo. This is it. You're here. If you're here right now, you're seeing it. This is the top. This is the one of one.
And I got a shucking pee, so I shucking. I'm gonna work myself for more than hard sign beer thing, but I got a shucking pee.
Does a voice, by the way.
Who, David? Huh? Who'd you want to lose?
Dude, he calls him David. He calls him David.
I'm talking about shit of years ago. Oh, Detroit won today. I know. Oh. Okay, never mind. Now, puppy.
Oh, poopy. He's literally a child. Oh, this man is so repressed. He's just a man baby. A literal fucking man baby. Oh, fuck, man. Why did you stream this?
Mommy!
He calls her mommy! He calls her mommy! And he lives there! I'm backing it up. Let's hear it.
Oh, puppy. Mommy!
Insane.
What's the matter? Or Daisy!
What's the matter?
Or Daddy. I don't care how.
Daddy! Oh my fucking God! Oh my God, bro! You call them mommy and you're 45 years old. What? What the fuck? You're gonna tell us how to be a real man, David? Mommy, Daddy, I dropped my I tried to take a potty.
Teach me, Daddy.
And I dropped it.
Take your seat.
Mommy, Daddy, please help. Daddy, Daddy's too good. Too good.
Need a little help.
I just need a little help to get tomato sauce off the floor.
Taking the objective.